30,000. I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you, all of this is usual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm on the. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. The underdogs will live stars. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Mayfield on play action. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuck from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Vic on second down. On the move to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Dante Hightower able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This first running back, McCall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Manti Te'o able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's going to air it out deep from it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Avoids him at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Timmy Jernigan able to He'll collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He coughed it up. It's going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Michael Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. Touchdown, LA! LaShawn McCoy, 54 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Vick to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. Third down here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have...
They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Vick again. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got him in. Complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 13-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. More to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's get it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll go again to McCoy. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
To throw, Vick. Buying time to his left. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs when necessary.
Heard again.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This give is to McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught.
Stupid. My fault.
Cooks from 6 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Vic readies to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Vic.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it, and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Flush to, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
90, 20. Hey, let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Forced out to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. However, let's see what that's about.
Yeah. No, the air on. Look over there.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Returning, it's Benjamin. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. In this game, I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, motion, down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Now here's Vic. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Second down, Vic. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Vic now. He's going to leave this for a running back. It's complete.
Oh,
and he'll
wow.
be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Good.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right now, I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for the visa. And now I'm on the.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go! Hey, let's go! Wait.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action now. Vick steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move well on their opening drive.
And a good 30-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The give to McCoy. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little...
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Flushed out right. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 1st down carry for Barkley, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain, as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Third and long for Mayfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerry Rice, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shifts by him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way. He was looking for Matthews that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A toss out to Barkley, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mayfield to throw it, going up top, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's Vic following the interception. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, let's go! Eagle. Hey, let's go!
Now a second down throw for Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past 1 man. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. They've got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and...
It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run through Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? 4th down, Mayfield. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerry Rice, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. A first down throw coming for Vick. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Being chased out left. Finding some room at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Escaping. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Vick on second down. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, Vick flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, let's go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Madden taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point.
What?
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Good game. GG. Good game.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, as a extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the food.
Good game. Like and subscribe to Shereen.
It's time to punch one of 2 tickets to the Super Bowl.
JP. The JP team.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what move. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing them out onto the field, Michael Vick, the all-time leading rusher from the QB position, over 6,100 yards.
Yeah, he averaged 7 yards per carry. Another NFL record for him. How about the nicknames that people gave him? The human joystick, the human cheat code. I'm just telling you, watching him play, I pulled muscles in the booth watching him, thinking about trying to tackle him. He was that type of a player, hard to get on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's McCoy. Nice footwork by McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch early in the first quarter. So they better get a... And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And before they can run another play,
second quarter.
sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. To throw on second down is Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this, kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Vick and Rice hook up for a big one. 41 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
Oh, shit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 10.
Following the interception, Young over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. There to move the sticks.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
First down, Young. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Young again. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set. Blue line.
To the air once more, Young. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it.
You gotta get a
Whatever it's
feel
going to take to get
on
the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Vic now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gerald McCoy able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Second down, Vic. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long for Vic. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Let's get it.
Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Both teams appear ready.
Let's get it.
Action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's get it.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Ah!
The second down throw for Young. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go.
You need to stop. You need to stop. Let's get it, fellas.
Here's Young
Let's
to
get it.
throw
You need to
on
stop.
3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Vic readies to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They will indeed go for it. Vic going for the deep ball. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Good job, Taylor. Good job, Taylor.
Incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's get it long.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Hang on now. 3-19.
Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. On target over the middle of the hill.
Let's get it, Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
They'll run forward Barkley, and he won't get there.
Good job.
They
Good
stop
stop.
him a few yards short of the line
Good
to
stop,
gain.
Dion.
They'll get neither the touchdown. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with a 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Vic and Rice hook up for a big one. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do.
Yeah, you do get a little better rule at the end of the week.
Vic on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down
you get a little better
again.
rewards at the end of the week.
Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw, Vic. He's going to fire one
Oh
deep
my
middle
God,
of the field.
Vic.
And he knocks the
Get out, Vic. Get out, Vic.
ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Oh, line.
That 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there.
Good job, Hayden. Good job, Hayden.
Because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances. But maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. His throw
Really,
the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
4th down. 37 seconds. Hold them off. Hold them off.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. back to throw. And no,
Thank
it's
you, Peterson.
incomplete.
Thank
They
you.
can't hook up here on the 4th down. That'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Taylor going to throw it. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they take the lead here in the final minute. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Taylor. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Taylor to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That's just wow. That's just wow. Wow. I tried it all, man. I tried it all, man. Somebody will try it all, man.
I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, no gangster. And you a boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Nothing. Right now. Right now.
It's the second round of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoffs. It's the coach in Orlando as we get you set for the NFL on EA Sports. Between our visitors and our home team. I'll talk to you again at halftime. But for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Going on?
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden.
Is this nigga serious? The long shot field, dude.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play or your best blocker.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. And that's the first mark on the stat sheet for the 4-time first-team All-Pro. How about this? Over 1,000 yards 6 times in his career, and just 2 yards away in 2013 of being over 1,500 yards in 4 of his last 5 seasons.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon.
What
and that's
the fuck?
here on this first drive.
So many teams talk about that
reasonable, bro.
We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And that's the ground game here with the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Good job, Jernigan.
They'll run it down out of the gun. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now McCoy. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure how many people remember, but Brian Urlacher played safety at the University of New Mexico and also ran back punts as well. And we just saw some of those DB skills right there on that one.
First ballot Hall of Famer. He had 22 picks in his career from his middle linebacker spot in the NFL. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
We
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. He'll get it up the middle, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll go with McCoy. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line.
You need a safety for this
McCoy unable to get in, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's a deep.
Look at these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Jimmy Rice open right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Play action now, Vick. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Who was he throwing to? Get out. Vick, you trash.
third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he got blown up on that play.
Who was he blocking?
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Trying to get it to Elon, and it's intercepted.
With a trash quarterback in Houston.
Alexander, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. Much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here's Vic following the interception. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown, 27 yards.
Really, dude?
And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25.
Good job.
Yard line.
Thank y'all for staying. Please like and subscribe.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Global Quinn. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
I thank y'all for enjoying the stream.
One timeout remaining.
I'm tired.
In the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back
They
to
bullshitting me. This shit is doo-doo, shit is trash. I might be doing a stream for Fortnite later. We're doing all the weekly challenges. But have a good day. And have a good morning. Alright, y'all.